students, welcome back to our program, 进阶商用英文书信. I'm your teacher, Lisa. Last week, we learned how to write a resume and a CV. We also learned the differences between a resume and CV. They are different in length, different in layout, and also information. Well, remember, your resume and CV are not your autobiography, so do not make it too long. Each time you send a resume, you need to tailor your resume or CV to reflect your skills and the experiences that will be of a particular use in that position you are applying for. Well, you never know when the opportunity will come up, so you should keep your CV updated, okay, at all times. So whenever the opportunities come, you are ready to send a great CV or resume. Today we're going to learn another very important issue, that is to compose an application letter. Well, let's take a closer look at our chapter focus. 我们来看 chapter focus. The first focus, we're going to learn the elements in an application letter. 我们第一个学习的重点就是一封应征书信，它有什么样的要素。The second focus, we're going to learn the tips of composing an application letter. 同时，老师也要教你怎么样写一封有专业性的一个 application letter 应征信。Well, students, I might say, okay, the application letter is one of your most important job search documents. You know, an effective letter, application letter can get you a phone call for an interview. Okay, but a poorly written application letter usually it just end up, unemployment. 老师觉得一封很好的应征信可能是最关键的，在你寻找工作的过程当中，有很多的阶段哈，你会寻找工作有先看广告，然后再写信哈等等，写你的 resume， 写你的 CV。但是老师觉得一封应征信的好坏是非常关键，决定你会不会得到 interview。得到面试的机会。同学知道当你被给予 interview 之前，这个公司可能收到很多的 resume， 你如何在这么多的 resume 当中脱颖而出，而且被人家给予机会 interview， that is a key things. This is what we are going to cover what we're going to cover today. Okay, right now let's take a look at our highlights of application letter. An application letter should be written as a standard business letter. 一封应征信应该是一个非常严谨的商业书信的格式，它不可以是一个fax， 它不可以是一个 email， 它就是要一个严谨的 business letter 的规格，有住址 inside address， 有date， 有很完整的 salutation， 有很清楚的 complimentary close， 有所有的 information 都要很清楚，写作的格式按照我们教的这种格式，一个段落一个 focus， 清清楚楚。我们会学更多哈 later in this lesson. And the next one, an application letter should not exceed 1 page. 是的，这是非常严谨的。一封应征信，它不应该超过1页之长。如果你超过1页了，人家就觉得这是不专业的一封 application letter， 人家大概不会给你机会应征了。你知道你寄应征信的时候，通常它是附在你的 resume 之上，你还有一些 details information 是在你的 resume。 An application letter 是一个 cover letter， 所以不可以超过1页以上。The next one, application letter, sometimes referred to as a cover letter or introduction letters. 刚刚老师有说了哈 ，application letter 有些人就是说是一个页首的一封信。或者就是一个介绍信在你 陈述你到底要应征什么工作等等。待会我们看细目。You never send a resume or CV without an application letter. 你不可以寄出一封 resume 是没有附上一封 cover letter 一封 application letter。OK， 在这个 application letter 当中，你需要 introduce yourself in a few short paragraphs. OK， the cover letter would be used to briefly outline your skills. So what should be included? Okay, what should be look like? What is look like? Well, let's take a closer look at our example. Okay, this is how it looks like. You got the inside address, 有那边的 inside address. You got the date. Okay, date 的标示法我们前面都学过。And then salutation. OK， 因为这封信，如果你已经知道是谁会读你的信，那么你就要很清楚。OK， 我们看尾巴的部分，很严谨的 sincerely 包含签名不要忘记，一封没有签名的书信你寄出去就是 demonstrate 你的无知没有专业，所以一定要记住没有写签名不可以寄出去。Enclosure， 因为这封信是随着 resume 寄出去，因此老师觉得你一定不是觉得是一定啊，一定在 enclosure 里头要说到你有附了 resume， 因为这封信是 supposed to be sent along with the resume or a CV. All right, I think it's a great time to take a break before we move on to check it out. All right, in this section, check it out. We're going to take a closer look at a few questions. So you'll learn some key things when you write an application letter. First, we're going to ask ourselves, what is the purpose of writing a cover letter? 写一封应征信的目的是什么呢？ OK， 这里是目的。首先，第一个是 a cover letter is the applicant's introduction to the employers or recruiter. 写这封信最主要的是让对方介绍对方让对方你要介绍给对方你自己对这个雇者或者是应征者来介绍你自己。第二个呢，老师觉得 application letter is a sales letter.In such a letter, you are trying to sell yourself. 同学们，你知道，当你发出你的简历履历的时候，这封信好像就是一个你推荐自己的最好的一封信。你所有最好的都要表示在这一页的 application letter 里头。It's a sales letter. 所以你如果从这个角度来看，你就知道你必须要有非常 quality 的 work.In this letter. The next purpose is, hopefully, an interview will be granted, and eventually you get the job. That's right. When you send an application letter, this is your purpose. You want to find a job. You want to get a job. But before you can get the job, you might be given an interview. So the application letter, you send this letter.The main purpose is hopefully you get an interview. 你希望可以再给 interview. 通常他们不会马上面试你，所以他们通常就是先过滤你的这个 paperwork. So that's your purpose. Hopefully you'll get an interview opportunity. Well, now you may ask me, what should be included in a cover letter? 到底在一封应征信应该包含什么 information 呢？首先第一个。你需要谈到 Where did you get this information? 你是在哪里看到这个工作的广告 ？OK， 你要说明出来。第二个 What position are you applying for? 到底你要应征的是哪一个工作 ？Okay, the next one is to stress your suitability for the post. 你应该在这封信也强调自己是多么的适合这个工作好像很有自信的表达你要的工作就是我就是最适合的人。The next one is that you be sure to refer to your enclosed resume at the most appropriate point in your letter.你必须在这个信里头最合适的点说明出 你附上了一份 resume。同学们知道，当一个公司在有很多人来应征的时候，那个 mail room 的人的收信的人就收了很多 resume。那当然他会要剪开信，要把信通通拿出来，然后钉好。这个时候呢，你一定很容易就把你的 resume 跟你的 application 分家了没有放在一起。因此在你的 application letter 里头，你需要 indicate 在最合适的地方说 Hey, I enclosed a copy of my resume along with this letter， 所以人家就可以马上 check 这封信有附上 resume。 Of course this has to be together， 这两样东西要在一起的。And the next one is that you conclude with a clear, courteous request to set up an interview and suggest a procedure for doing so。最后当然你就希望有一个非常客气的一个请求，希望你可以被给予 interview。好啦，现在我们就来 take a closer look at our sample letter。So 我们来看这个 sample letter 里头，我们看到底它有没有标示这些，它是如何标示。我们来看第一段，在第一段里头Joyce 这个人，他先告诉对方他在哪里得到 information。我们首先看到他说到了Dr. Lisa Xu, a professor at my school, has informed me that Crown Van Lines is looking for someone with excellent English communication skills。 and 后边的老师就不念完了。他首先说到谁告诉他这个工作资讯。有时候你是从报纸、杂志等等看到的，但是在这个 sample letter 里头是透过人介绍，是透过老师介绍这个工作。当然他也可以用别的方法来写，我们看别的例句表达方式。他也可以说 I'm writing to you on the recommendation of Lisa Xu。 他是谁呢？ Professor at the National Taichung。 She told me that there is a vacancy for a secretary to the president。 他可以说出Lisa 老师推荐他这个公司要寻找一个总裁的秘书，所以他在第一段很清楚的说明他是从哪里得到 information， 很清楚的标示。当然有时候同学们是看报纸而得知 information， 那这种情况怎么写呢？我们再来看我们的例句。这里说到I'm writing to apply for the secretary to the president, advertised in Taipei Times on June 14, 2007。 他说我写这封信是要来应征什么工作，然后这个工作是在 Taipei Times 台北邮报几号的报纸上刊登的。所以同学们第一段在 application 的 letter 的重点就是标示你是怎么得知这个 information， 这个 job information, where did you get this information? And also you talk about what position are you applying for. That was the key points has to be included in the first paragraph. And what about second paragraph? Okay, second paragraph, it would be a great time that you indicate, you restate your qualification and some of your working experience or skills 这些。第二段最好的用来说明你的能力、你的资格。所以我们来看这个同学这个同学他首先就标示了他有几个特点，他的experience and qualification。我们来看一点一点的看。他首先说到了 I use English at my work at all times。 我在我的工作中总是用英文，所以他在这里就说到了他的英文的程度是不错的。然后他还标示了什么呢？ I also simultaneously interpreted for international speakers。 我还立即的为国际的 speaker 讲员来翻译，这个也证明到他的英文程度大概不赖。还有呢，他还说到了一些 skill。他说到他 to coordinate people， 他怎么样跟人协调。 这也说到了他的一个长处啊，这一段还说了什么呢？他说他会 organize the details， 因为秘书的工作常常就是要organize the details， 要跟人工作秘书常常需要有好的英语的能力，要有好的协调能力，要好的组织的能力，很 detailed 的哈，很看重细节。所以 Joyce Wang 在他的 sample letter， 在他的 application letter 里头，他就针对这个 secretary to the president 这个 position， 他在第二段里头就标示了，强调了他觉得是对这个工作是可以证明他有能力工作。That is the key points that she mentioned is good. You mentioned any skills, qualification that will demonstrate you are capable. Okay, you are capable for doing this job. That is good thing. What about third paragraph? 第三段该说些什么呢？老师觉得第三段适合的就是说到你有附上 resume， OK？ 最后你少一个地方，你看他怎么说呢 ？Please see my resume for additional information on my experience。请你参考我的这个 resume， 我有附上更多的 information。So this is a good thing。最后还要表示的就是你很客气的希望可以被给予 interview。那你看他怎么说？他说 I can be reached anytime via my cell phone， 他给他 cell phone number， and thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to speaking with you about this employment opportunity. 所以在这一段里头，基本上他就说到了他很客气，很希望可以被给予更进一步的interview 的机会哈。所以复习一下这三段。第一段你说到你在哪里得到工作，得到 information， 说到你要应征什么工作。第二段针对你所应征的工作，强调一些你觉得可以加分的项目哈，可以让人家确认你有这个资格能力。最后一段你就是说到，我附了什么给你 resume 或 CV， 希望可以被给予 interview。这大概三段的段落的安排 should be okay for 这样子的一个application letter。Right now, 老师为你整理出来了 writing tips. So through these tips, you probably will get better, clear understanding picture about writing an application letter. Let's move on to writing tips. Okay, the first one, be brief. 要简短，不能够超过一页。Okay, the next one, you write sincerely in a friendly tone.是的，在这样子的信件里头，不单简短，你的口气还要非常的客气，很清楚，很积极，很正面，这些都会让人家对你的应征性有非常好的印象。And there are some do's and don'ts， 哈，有些该做的，有些不该做的，该写不该写。我们来看有哪些。首先 ，you do explain points that might not be clear in your CV or a resume。在你的应征信里头，如果出现在你的 CV 或 resume， 你觉得有可能对方不会很清楚的那个点，你就可以在你的 application 里头再来标示一下。还有呢 ，you do stress your suitability and skills for the job。就像刚刚我们的第二段里头，他必须要说明到我有什么样的能力这样子的事情一定要 do it， 你一定要在你的 application 里头做application letter 里头做。So what about don'ts? Okay, you should avoid. Okay, do not suggest you apply for the job because you're bored with the present job.你不要说我来应征是因为我对现在工作感到无聊，这样子的事情你不可以在这种信里头谈。第二个 ，do not make exaggerated claims or sound boastful。你不要在信里头给人感觉你好像夸大了一些事情，让人家听起来觉得有一点自大的口气。You should avoid doing that. And the next one, you should avoid.Do not state the figure you expect if your main interest is in the salary. Instead, you can mention what you are earning now. 这是很特别的。If your main interest is salary， 你反而不要提出你希望多少待遇，反而你取而代之的，你可以告诉他说我现在的薪水是多少，所以对方可以 get the picture. You are looking for a higher salary, right? So that's the key things. 还有几个tips， 老师也顺便提。首先，你 application letter 你应该 individualize your letter， 你要让这封信有个人的特点。And the next one, you need to address a specific person. 也就是说，你应该因为是最好知道你要写这封信是给谁是比较好的当然，第三个你要 catch your reader's attention 所以在你的整个信件的安排上，还有段落的清晰上 ，that is going to be very, very important. 你必须要 pay attention to that. OK， 同学们，接下去我们要看 question and answer section. 同学们知道我们有一个外国老师在我们当中，我们现在来看同学们的问题，还有 Jim McDonough 给我们的 answers. Here we go. Hi students, welcome back to the section of question and answer, and welcome back, Jim. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you come back today, and you know, last chapter you have given our students so many great information, so much great information, and I'm so glad you're here today. And are you ready to take our students' questions?
Yes, I am.
All right, 同学们，今天我们再次的为你请到 Jim 老师回来，他的专业，他要来回答同学们对 application letter 有的问题。现在我们就来 play video VCR.
I have a question, how to write appropriate complimentary, since I don't know who will read my application letter.
You want your closing to be earnest, truthful, and sincere. If you're really truly sincere, your body and the letter should say so, and then you will be sincere. Further, the letter is a formal business letter. However, you want it to convey the idea that you will be a cordial, friendly person if you join the organization.
OK， 刚刚老师说你的同学的问题就是 complimentary 这个结尾应该怎么下，因为不知道谁会读这封信。那 Jim 老师呢，他觉得说这封信呢结尾跟前面都要一致，你要表示你的客气，你的真实性你的就是非常的真诚，所以不单是你的结尾要表示这样子的真诚，然后就是整个信也要表示出来。So the complimentary clause usually students will use with faithfully yours or truly yours. Are they all appropriate for that?
They are appropriate.
Okay.
But if you say sincere, you need to be sincere.
Sincere, that's a good point you mentioned. 对，老师说，如果你的complimentary clause you say sincere, sincerely yours, 你的全部的信都要 demonstrate your sincereness.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's a great answer. All right, students, now it's time to move on to our next video.
Sure. When I write an application letter, I may not know the gender of the interviewer. In that case, how should I write the salutation?
The object is to greet the reader and not to offend them. So it's better to know to whom you're writing, find out the person's name, and address it to them. It's important because it shows sincerity.
Well, that is a great idea, you know, Jim, but sometimes is there any way, okay, our students can find out who is actually reading the application letter? Is there any way to find out?
Certainly. Sometimes it's very easy. You just simply call. Secretaries are a good source of information, but find out who the firing authority is by calling the organization, or maybe online would give the information.
All right. And you know, sometimes the company will not allow that kind of information to obtain online or by call. If this is the case, what do they do when they write the salutation in their application letter?
That is true. At that point, you need to do a general salutation, to whom it may concern,
To
dear
whom
sir
it may
or madam,
concern.
that sort of thing. I like to be a bit different. I use the term greetings, and it makes a bit different.
All right, let me translate it. What you say, what you share with our students in Chinese. OK， 同学们，刚刚同学的问题就是说，不知道谁会读他的 application letter， 所以他的称呼要用什么呢？用男性或女性？刚刚Jim 老师说，这个时候你应该要做你的study. You need to find out before you send out your application letter. 你可以透过各种不同的管道打电话，或者是 check online those kind of resource, to get to find out. But 老师说，有些公司就是不让这个 information 传出去，这时候怎么办呢？Jim 老师说，你这个时候可以用比较安全的方法，你用 Dear Sir or Madam， 或者是 To whom it may concern。还有他说他喜欢用 Greetings， 这些都是我们在课文上也有学到。All right, let's take next question.
Some companies have their own resume form. There is one box asking me, how much money or salary do I expect? Do I need to write it down? If yes, can I be honest?
In applying for a position, money is the last thing we want to talk about. The applicant should keep that to the last because the idea is to create an interest in the applicant. Leave the pay issue on the table for a while.
What does that mean, leave the pay issue on the table?
On the table for dealing...
Does that mean you don't talk about it until you have to?
That's exactly right. Put it on the back burner, so to speak.
All right. 刚刚 Jim 老师说的就是 money 的 issue， 你最后碰触它，你如果能够晚一点谈到这个 money issue， 就给你更大的空间来讨论你的工作哈。And also sometimes if they don't want to write the exact number for their salary, they can write negotiable. OK， 他可以 put 一个同学，这是很好的 idea。如果那个 application letter salary 的那个部分有你希望待遇，你可以不要明写多少钱，你可以说这个是可以讨论的。All right, that's the next question.
If I apply for a job, should I not mention the specific position that I am applying for? Or in order to get more opportunities, more chances to get this job? Or just let company decide which job that I'm suitable?
You may submit for a general job in the organization. Very often, the human resource manager will refer you to all the jobs that are available, or maybe hold your resume for those in the future. So it's a very good way to do that.
All right. So that's your suggestion. They don't indicate which job they're going to apply for.
Sometimes it's necessary because there may not be a job opening at that time.
OK， 他说如果公司还没有你不知道他公司有哪些工作是 available 的，那你真的就不明说你要应征什么工作。But Jim, there's some time in the newspaper ads, the company has so many different jobs are available for the applicants. In this case, do they need to indicate which job they're applying for?
Oh, by all means, they would not know.
Okay, that's right. Okay, 当然，如果一个公司里头正好刊登了一个好多群才的广告，不同的职务。那如果你写这封 application letter， 你就要很清楚的说明你是应征哪一份工作。All right, students, that's all the time we got today for today, and thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Lisa.
同学们，欢迎你再回到我们的节目来，拜拜。
Bye bye.